up the command prompt and just start your node like what we did in the last class. I'm just going to give you some commands. I'm not going to show the demo of it. I'm writing down the commands to you on the screen. You will try them out and tell me what the output is going to be. So just start your node, all of you.
Ma'am, node shell.
Start get. Start get, run get on your command prompt. Like what exactly the last lab that you did, you would have already created a few accounts, isn't it? And you've done some transactions, we've done the send transaction and all that, right? Just so go to that same folder and run get. Okay. So is your node running? Have you attached the IPC, the client node to it also? Do that also and keep. Just tell me once your node is up and running. Once it is up and running, just check the normal commands like, you give your accounts, check if you have your accounts, type eth.accounts and see if accounts are being displayed. Just check the balance of an account, see if it is all there. And after that, you just let me know so that I'll just give you a set of commands which you will just execute. Yes, shall we start? Ready? Just put a done button on the chat window. If you're good to start, I'm just going to type the commands which you just want you to try. Just give me the output of it. Try out these commands. ETH dot block number. Tell me what block numbers each of you all are getting. All this on the JavaScript console will be typing.
I'm 26.
Okay. How about the others? Have you all started off? I need a response from all of you. All of those who are here. I need to know what block numbers you can get to see. Are you all there? Ashutosh, Bhagwat, Dharmendra, Gautam, Nikita, Nitin. I mean, Nitin is fine. Asan.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So
Doing, ma'am.
give me a response as to what is your output. Have you started the get node? Otherwise, then I will have to ask you all to share, each of you will have to share your screen.
Ma'am, I'm getting 184 block numbers.
Ashutosh, 184, okay, fine. How about the others?
Ma'am, I get 83.
Okay, okay. So next, do this. ETH dot get block of one number. Supposing any one number. Supposing somebody said you got 83. Somebody said you got 21 or whatever. So give some block number here amongst that block number that you got. Block number of 5 or whatever. Get block of 5. See what you get to see. Get block followed by a block number.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
block number I got 26, so I should write numbers between 26, right?
Between less than 26, obviously, yes.
Okay, 0 to 26, right?
Any one number. So do you get to see all the headers of your block? The output should be like the entire header, like what is your hash, the nonce, the Merkle root, all that should be displayed. It will be a set of values, a set of parameters will be displayed in curly brackets.
Yes, ma'am, in the JSON format.
Yes, yeah, in a JSON format, you will get to see it. Okay, so that's this get block statement. Okay, now you have a statement like this. ETH.mining. See what is happening when you give this. All these also, I just want you all to append to the previous exercise and upload it once again today. I haven't, I don't know if I've created the assignment, I'll just check it. But there'll be an assignment uploaded for today in which you will re-upload this same exercise with these new commands. ETH.mining, what does it display?
Ma'am, I get false.
Same,
You
ma'am.
get false. Okay, you get false. So ETH mining basically is a command which will tell you if mining is happening or not. Okay, so when do you think this will return? All of you are getting a value of false. So when will it return a value of true?
Ma'am, when we
Transaction
start
happen.
mining.
Yeah, so you just give miner.start, and then if you try this command, you obviously have to get a value of true. Okay, so that should happen.
Yes, ma'am. Now I'm
Yes,
getting
okay.
true.
Next, what I want you to do is do a send transaction. You must be having some 2 or 3 accounts. Just do a send transaction from one account to the other. Execute the send transaction command. right? So once you're done with that, you'll get your a transaction hash is displayed, right? Copy the transaction hash.
Just a sec.
Yeah, just do that. Copy your transaction hash. After this command, just do this. Txpool dot content. Don't do mining before you do mining, okay? Just execute the send transaction statement, and then next you give transaction pool dot content dot pending and see what output you get.
मैम वो हेलो मैम
Yes, Sachin.
मैम वो सेंड ट्रांजैक्शन के बाद क्या करना मतलब फिर कुछ तो एरर
Send transaction के बाद ये command transaction pool.
नो नो मैम इन ब्रैकेट ब्रैकेट क्या करना है ets dot send
Transaction
transaction
you write the statement no क्या from to from account to account and the value तो करते हो ना the normal send transaction statement from to and what value you are transferring.
तो मैम जो प्रीवियस में किया था वो भी सेम कॉपी किया तो चलेगा
Yes. Execute the send transaction is what I said.
मैम उसके बाद क्या करना सेंड ट्रांजैक्शन के बाद
Send transaction के बाद execute this transaction pool plus content dot pending. Txpool dot content dot pending. What does it show? What does that show?
मैम JSON इसमें डेटा है.
One hash value is shown.
Yes ma'am.
One hash value is displayed, right? So this is a command which will display all the hashes, all the transaction IDs that have still not been mined. Matlab, all the transaction IDs that is there in your transaction pool, that will be displayed using your command, which states transaction pool.content.pending. So the moment you do mining, now what happens is your send transaction will get executed, and the ether transfers will take place. In which case, that command should be, that hash value, that transaction ID will be removed from your transaction pool. Okay. So after you do this, you do your mining process, stop your mining, so that your ether transfer takes place, and again execute the same command and see if there are any pending transactions in your transaction pool.
No ma'am, null.
Right, so that transactions obviously will not have the transaction because the transaction has been already mined. Okay, now after you do that, the transaction ID that has been displayed, now just copy it and copy paste it somewhere and keep it, and then give this statement, this one that I'm highlighting now, ETH dot get transaction of that hash value, you give it there, the transaction hash value, put it inside brackets and see what you get. Right? What do you get? You get to see what details of the transaction do you get to see?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Ashutosh.
Ma'am, can you repeat what do we have to do for the ETH.get transaction command?
यहाँ पे first you did send transaction, you get a transaction ID.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? वो transaction ID को copy करके रखना है.
Okay, ma'am.
Just scroll your screen up, you will be able to see that transaction ID, copy it and keep. And then execute this command ETH.get transaction and paste that transaction hash here. Not hash active, the transaction ID, sorry. Your transaction ID.
कोड में रखना.
कहाँ पे?
मैंने रन किया, एरर आ रहा है, उसमें कोड्स में रखना है उसे, मतलब ट्रांजैक्शन आईडी.
एरर क्या आ रहा है? What error is shown?
हाँ मैम, डबल कोट्स में डालने में.
Okay, then put in double quotes. Put in double quotes.
Yes ma'am, yes. हाँ, डबल कोट्स में.
So you get to see the transaction details there when you give get transaction. Okay. So just add all these set of commands also to that previously done program. So now we'll go into the next exercise of creating two nodes. So today what we're going to do is get lab only. We'll continue with the get, where we're going to create two nodes. So far we've been working only with one node. So we'll be creating two get nodes, adding both these nodes as peers in the network. So you'll have a network with two nodes now. All right. And again, we will be executing transferring ethers from one account to the other, one account in one node to one account in another node. Okay. That we will do. and we're going to add these two as two peers on the network. So that is what we're going to do now in this lab. Okay, so you can get to do along with me. So use the same folder where we have already created. You already have a get running, right? So don't run that get. Instead, you can stop this get node that is running currently, and let's start afresh. I'll share my screen in a minute.
So we can close the command prompt. Right?
Yeah. Close.
Both the one.
Both. The client and the node you can close. You basically running one node and you've attached a client through the IPC. That is what you have done here. Okay, in the first exercise. Now we are just going to run two nodes. So just a minute, let me just get this running and I'll just start it for you. This chain, okay. So what you do now is go back to that same folder where you have your test chain folder. Open two command windows. Okay, two command prompts you just open and keep. I'll just share mine in a minute. Okay, let me just. So. Okay, so I have two nodes here running. I just have two windows open, all right, on the same test chain folder that you have. Okay, so now I'm going to start get on two folders. Two nodes I'm going to start. So for that, put this command. This has already been done. You already have a folder eth data, right? This is already there, right? You have a folder called eth data inside this directory test chain. Yes.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Have you opened two command prompts?
Yes, ma'am, did it.
Okay, you already have a test. You have a test folder which you've already created for get. You're inside that folder only. My folder is called test chain. Okay, you're inside that.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, fine. Now, you inside your test chain folder, you already have a folder called ETH data. Eth data is already there.
Chain. Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Chain data.
Chain data. Okay, fine. Chain data means chain data. Chain data is already there. Yes. Now we are going to create another data node. Okay, chain data folder is already there. So now that is a chain data will be used by one node. We are going to create another folder called chain data 1, which is going to be used by another node. All right. So you just have to type this command. I'll just type it down here. We are going to use the same Genesis file. Okay, I just have the commands typed so that I don't take much time. Okay, see that command there. On one of your command prompts, you can type this get, same command, get data directory. I'm just initializing my Genesis file. I'm using the same Genesis file which is there in my test chain folder. Okay, give your whatever folder name you want, you give it. I have just given ethdata1. Ethdata, I already have it. I've just given ethdata1. So I'm just again initializing my Genesis file with a new data directory, basically. Yeah, just press enter. So what will happen now? A new folder called ethdata1 will be created inside your test chain, or whatever is your folder name, whatever you've given, that folder will be created. Okay. Next, we are going to start running the get node on both these nodes. Okay. So first, let me start the first node. Let me start, which is already there. Here, I give my ethdata folder, and I have a command said -- no discover. All right. And then I have a command which says network ID. This network number, ID number, should be the same as your number in your Genesis file. Whatever is a chain ID that you have, whatever is the number that you have given there, that should be the number that you need to be providing in network ID. So just edit that alone for yourself. So you're going to start the get node here. So one get node you're starting on this data directory. Another get node I'm going to start on ethdata1 directory. Okay. The data directories of both these nodes are different. Both of them are going to use the same Genesis file. That is all that you need to be remembering here. Done with this?
Ma'am, didn't get the
Wait.
second command. Can you explain it again?
Yes, I'll just show it to you once more. Just show it to you like this. Can you see this command here? Where is it one? Yeah, I just highlighted. Okay, get data directory is ethdata -- no discover. I'll copy this for you in the command prompt. You can just edit it. I mean, on the chat window, in fact. Just putting it on the chat. What you need to edit here will be your network ID. The network ID, open your Genesis file. See what is your, see my Genesis file here had a chain ID of 47, right? This is the ID that I have given in that statement. Network ID के बाद एक number जो है, that is your chain ID. Okay, so just identify that and put that number correctly. If it's a 4-digit number, put a 4-digit number only, it's fine.
मैम वो genesis.json से
लेना पड़ता है वो नंबर.
Okay, ma'am.
Chain ID करके है ना here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Where is that?
Got it, ma'am.
Yes, you will have chain ID parameter के बाद एक number है, that is your network ID. Okay.
We have to give it in the second command prompt, right? The two that we get.
Second command prompt, मतलब I don't know which is your second command prompt.
Ma'am, you told us to open two command prompts.
Two command prompts. एक पे क्या किया है, ethdata करके एक new data directory create किया है, right? That is one. Yes, in one command prompt you would have done that. In the other command prompt, you are running one node with this command which I have copy pasted on your chat window.
Yes, ma'am.
The moment you run that, you should be now in your console. JavaScript console. It should have come to your JavaScript console.
Ma'am, I'm getting error.
Error where?
In that gate. No, second one.
Running your get node, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Your just copy pasted the command on the chat box only, na?
Yes, ma'am. And network
ID ना
47.
क्या error क्या है? Sorry, error क्या आ रहा है?
Ma'am, error starting protocol stack.
Starting protocol stack.
Yes, ma'am, same error.
Can you just share your screen? Let me just see, please. I should stop it. Just show me that error. Error starting protocol stack कौन से window पे किया? Listening TCP by only one usage of socket address. क्यों TCP इधर भी नहीं? You have started to. 1 second. Show me the previous behind वाला command prompt. The second one, second command window में क्या किया पहले तुमने? You just initialize the Genesis file. Okay, right. इस पे so my okay that's all my Ethereum fine get. Show me the Genesis that you initialized in this one, the one where you ran this command. Open the get statement there when you started off. No, chain data is there. Okay, that is fine. That is fine. Show me the command that you executed. Is what I'm asking. Just scroll up. Network ID. Okay, data directory, chain data, node discover, network ID, and console. Okay. Fine. So it's actually telling your IPC port is in use. That is it. 3030 यहाँ पे क्या दिख रहा है? 30 क्या नाम करे? Socket is being used. Socket address कहीं पे दिख रहा है? 30303 should be in use. You don't have any other command prompts running, right? Only these two. Sure.
Yes, ma'am. It's 2. Sure.
Can you do something? Close this node and start once again, please.
Okay.
Close this. Close this window and start afresh. Okay.
See, it's not starting this.
Protocol started listening TCP. Only one usage of each socket address. Why? Because only have one get running, right?
Yes, ma'am.
This will basically come only when you have two. You're trying to run two nodes on the same socket. Only then we get this error. अभी क्यों आ रहा है? ठीक है, देन काम करो, इसका ये चेंज करो, मतलब टीसीपी पोर्ट चेंज करते हैं फिर. You give along with that command, you just type this that I tell you. Give -- port 30303 इधर दिख रहा है ना, 30304 करो पोर्ट. Change the port to जो command जो है ना, not here. Delete that. Get, you start get gth data directory वाला, data directory etc. You give -- port equal to, I'm sorry, -- port space 30304.
Like this. Yeah, ma'am. It's now
IPC opening failed क्यों आ रहा है?
failed.
Access denied 30304. कुछ firewall वगैरह कुछ है क्या? What is wrong? So the first program that you did it work? Were you able to connect via IPC to your node and execute?
Now in first practical it's connected, ma'am. Now it's not connected. I
What
started.
happened?
Yes.
नहीं हो सकता है. Or what you do is you have to like create a new folder, copy the same Genesis file and do it again. Don't use the same old folder.
Okay.
Try that. That is the only option. Just try that and let me know, okay? Otherwise, we'll find out something. We'll do something.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just continue for now. So this is what we have. So the moment you give that, for the others, is this happening? How many people are getting the same error? IPC kind of socket address ka problem?
Ma'am, me.
One, only you know, or somebody else also said same error.
Ma'am, it's window.
Okay, two people are getting it, right? So the two of you all, I'll kind of come back to you later. Let me just complete this for now, okay? So, but you just kind of follow the steps, what has to be done. So what we had done is we had started a get node on one PC, okay? So, and we have arrived at the JavaScript console. Now I'm going to start the get node in the second new directory, data directory that I have created. Clear? So here when I'm giving this command, I'll be giving the same set of commands, but with a different port number. Okay. Now this is already using, if you see here, the first node that is here is already using the TCP port 30303. So I will not be able to use it. I have to give a separate port number. Okay. So I am going to run the get with a different port number here, along with another set of additional commands. So get data directory, the new directory that you created, fine, followed by node discover. Okay. Then -- network ID, same network ID you will give. Change the port to anything else. You can give 30304 also, but don't give 30303. Okay, so I have given 30302. Then you give console and then you give IPC disable. Okay, so which means you will not be able to do a IPC connection with this node. Fine, only if you give this command, you will be able to run two nodes, two or more nodes, in fact, on the same network. Yeah, so give this command, type this command, I'll copy paste this on the window. I'll just give this command to you on the chat. Okay, there again, you have to change your network ID once more, and you just have to give enter. So now you have two nodes running. Both of them would come to your console. Both of them would have started. If you see here, the TCP IP, the port that this is running is on 30302, and yahan pe this get is running on 30303.
From that 47, we have to change that accordingly, right?
Whatever is your number, उसके हिसाब से कर दो. नहीं तो एक काम करो, वो Genesis file जो है नया बना दो. For the ones who are getting an error, no, वो try to change the chain ID, create a new Genesis file. Okay, give a smaller number and change the Genesis file and then try the same entire process once again.
मैम हुआ वो सॉर्ट सिर्फ रिस्टार्ट किया मतलब बस कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट सारे क्लोज कर दो.
क्या हुआ? Is it okay now?
Yes ma'am, it's running now.
Okay, ठीक है, fine. It's running well and fine. So now, have you all arrived at this stage where you have two get nodes running? All of you or anybody who is still facing an error? You should have one get node. If you just see those lines just went by, one port should be 30303. The other will be whatever number you had specified. I had given 2. You could also give 4. Okay. So now what we're going to do, these two nodes, we are going to kind of connect to one another. Clear? So now I'll just check if you have any accounts here, basically. Yeah, here I have 2 accounts, and here, if you don't have accounts, please create. Here I don't have any accounts. So I'm just going to like create some accounts here. Okay. So just create one, the new directory that you've created will be empty. So just create some accounts. Okay. Just going to create 2 accounts here. Okay. Okay, so now both my nodes have got two accounts. One Coinbase account and one general account. Right? Done?
Wait, ma'am.
Wait, no.
The JavaScript console, to create an account, you give personal.new account. Okay. On the get console, you give get account new. Get the data directory, and then you give account new. But on here, you need to give personal.new account to create a new account. Okay.
Ma'am, just a second.
Yeah, yeah.
We have to create 2, right?
Yeah, create 2, 3, whatever, whichever you want. Just create 2 or 3, that is enough. More than one account must be there on both the nodes, basically. The first account, as I told you, is your Coinbase account. Okay, that is where you get in all your ethers. You send, receive ethers through mining, whatever ethers you get, that is always stored in your first account, account 0. Okay, account 1, 2, 3, and all that you're creating. If you want ethers into that account, you have to do a send transaction and then transfer the ethers. Initially, I just have a Coinbase account and the other account is empty only for now. You can even check your balance anyway, it's going to be empty.
Ma'am, on both nodes we have to create accounts, no?
हाँ, पुराना नोट पे ऑलरेडी रहेगा.
No, ma'am, वो blank है.
ठीक है, फाइन, ब्लैंक है तो प्लीज क्रिएट. Right? So how I'm going to name these nodes is the one you get to see on the left is going to be node 1 and the right window is going to be node 2. Okay. So on your node 2, you will give this command admin dot node info. Okay, so what we're actually trying to do here is we are going to connect these nodes. Okay, so I have to get a ID which is called as a node ID. The node ID I'm going to retrieve. Fine. So I'm going to get one node ID and attach it to the other node. That is what I'm trying to do here. Okay. So to obtain my node ID, or I need to give this command admin dot node info. Okay. I get the information about this entire node. Okay, what all it has. So it has a lot of stuff, a lot of parameters are there. We are only concerned about this parameter which says enode, the very first one. This is the node ID. Okay, so if we just see, it's of course a big value, it's a hash value. This has the IP or आपका जो PC का IP है, that will be shown here along with your port number that you have given. You need to copy this entire thing. Okay, copy paste it somewhere and keep.
Whole thing.
सिर्फ वो नोड ई नोड जो ई नोड करके पैरामीटर का जो भी वैल्यू है, this e node etc till this until where the double quote ends. Okay, that entire thing you have to copy it. So I have got the ID of this particular node, node 2 ka ID I have. Now this node I'm going to add it to node 1. Now come to node 1, the one on your left. Here you will give one. I think this is being hanged. Okay, I'll just run this once. No, my node is just hanging. Okay, so this is my node 1. This is my node 2. Okay. Right, so now I'm going to add this as a peer here. Okay, so I give admin dot add peer. Okay, admin dot add peer, and in double quotes you have to paste that enode ID here. Okay, sorry, this paste comes here.
I'm not able to type anything in the shell.
It should have got like mine just got hung now. You just restart it. That's it. You just have to go and restart it, like what I just did now.
Close the command prompt.
Yes. It's hanging, just close it and again start it. Give get data directory, that entire thing you have to give. IPC, everything. No discover and all that command and start. Just run it once again and then do this. Okay. So for those of you who are doing it, admin.addPeer in double quotes, paste that enode ID that you have copied. Yes. So you've done that. If you just run admin.peers in both the nodes, you should be able to see the enode ID, which means this node is now attached to a peer. Similarly, this node here also should be attached to a peer. Both the nodes may you should be able to see the peer to which it is being attached to. So node 1 is connected to node 2, 2 is connected to 1.
Hello, ma'am. Hello,
Yeah,
ma'am.
tell me.
Ma'am, I'm getting a warning dropping unsynced node during sync.
That's okay. It can happen.
But
When you
ma'am,
did add peer, is it?
yes, ma'am.
That's okay. No problem. But when
Also,
you
ma'am,
give admin.peer, what? No, the moment you gave this add peer command, did you happen to get a true? Now, see if you see here, I'm just highlighting that statement here. The moment I give admin.addpeer, I get true here. True. Did you happen to get that output?
yes, ma'am.
True came, na?
Yes, ma'am.
If
And after
true
that,
came, it is well and fine.
मैम मेरे में ट्रू इन नहीं आया वैसा.
ट्रू आना चाहिए, ट्रू आएगा तो ही ऐड हुआ है, मतलब the peer has been added only then. If true has not come, then admin.peer will not, it will give you an empty array. Give admin.peer and
empty
see.
array आ रहा है.
Empty array आ रहा है ना, empty array मतलब the peer has not been added.
लुकिंग फॉर पेयर ऐसे लिख के आया उसके नीचे.
ऐसे लिख के आएगा obviously, but it is not successful in finding it. You have to try to execute the command again, add the peer again.
मैम ट्रू दिखा रहा है उधर, मतलब ऐड करने के बाद, ऐड पेयर के बाद, बट एडमिन पेयर्स करने के बाद नल ही दिखा रहा है.
yes, ma'am. Same.
Everybody is the same.
Yes,
मैम
Yes,
हमारा
ma'am.
हो रहा नहीं, मतलब लुकिंग फॉर पेयर हो रहा है.
Looking for peers aayega, no problem. You just like run admin.peers and see. It's okay. If there are some commands being running in the background, you can ignore it. Just execute
मैम
admin.peers.
पेयर नल है.
Null hai, then you'll have to retry the command again. Or you can try doing the other way around. Now, what I actually did was node 1 may I added node 2, right? The same thing you can add on node 2. Take the enode ID of node 1 and add it into node 2 and see. Just try the other way around. Who is able to see the peer output? Anybody who is able to see the peer output here? The first time, second time when I did it, 1-2 times when I did it, I also had the same issue. But when I kept doing it repeatedly, it worked. So that is why I'm asking you to try it out again. It did happen with me also. Just try and let me know.
हम अभी ट्रू बता रहा है, बट हाँ हो रहा नहीं है, वो अभी भी नल ही है.
Anybody who is able to do it, just let me know. The others, I'll just come on and I will try to correct it.
मैम
Hmm?
मैम कैन यू पुट the assignment submission day on Saturday?
हाँ मैं करती हूँ. मैं assignment create भी नहीं किया. I'm just doing it only now. I'll
Because
deadline मैं बताती हूँ deadline कब है.
Okay, ma'am.
मैम अब अभी नोट 2 पे एग्जीक्यूट किया तो वो सिर्फ लुकिंग फॉर पेयर दिखा रहा है, ट्रू भी नहीं दिखा रहा है अभी तो.
Looking for pairs में count 0 दिख रहा है कि 1 दिख रहा है? 0 और 1.
पेयर अकाउंट 1 है.
Your account 1 है, then your pair has been identified actually.
Pair count 0, tried 1, static.
हाँ, pair count 0 है मतलब it's not been identified yet. Pair count 1 दिख रहा है तो please try admin.pairs and see if you're able to see the pair ID. No, enode का list आएगा. Yeah, so what's happening? Should I one of you can share your screen so that I'll just try to kind of verify it. No, actually after this what I actually wanted you all to do is if this gets working, then you have to kind of try to do some ether transfers from one account in this node to another account in this node and see that if that kind of that is like successful. That is what I wanted to do eventually. So if you all want me to kind of solve your issues, I can just check it out for 1 or 2 people. Let me just go through your list of commands.
Ma'am, you said that you will change the date for that previous assignment.
Previous assignment also have to change, right? हाँ, वो मैंने update नहीं किया है. मैं करती हूँ. मैं करूँगी. By the time this lab gets over, I'll do it. अभी किसका है? हाँ. 1 minute. Yes, Ashutosh, yours is ये क्या किया है? This is admin.addPeer. AddPeer is not complete actually. AddPeer में क्या किया है? You didn't close your codes properly. True, I have fine. Okay, AddPeer. 30302. Fine. True is done. All right. Now looking for peers. Peer count 0. Peer count 1 आया था. Just give admin.peers and see what you get. Admin.peers. List your peers. Admin.peers will list how many peers you are connected to. This node is connected to. Admin.peers, not add peers. Empty. On the other node you run and see. On the other node run admin.peers. Admin.peer only.
Yes, ma'am.
No, इधर भी आएगा नहीं. Peer count to 0. You'll have to do this thing again. Now, where did you add a peer? In the previous node, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Data 1 में add किया है. Now, just again once more do node info here. Copy this enode ID again from this node. Run your admin.nodeinfo. Node info. Capital info. Yes. Okay. Copy your node ID once more from here. Copy this. Now go to your previous one. Copy करके रख सकते हैं, no problem. It will remain there. It's there in your. Okay. Now, okay. Add peer admin dot add peer. नहीं. Paste. Close. क्या हुआ? I it might take some time. Okay, close this. And अरे डबल कोट हो गया ना उधर, वो गलत है. Initially when you opened and closed it there, admin dot add peer, yeah. Okay, now enter. Now it's right. कुछ तो गलत है. See that you come to your console first and then type the command. नहीं तो नहीं आएगा. Give peers admin dot peers. Keep giving. क्यों नहीं आ रहा admin dot peers? Just give enter. See if you coming to the prompt, JavaScript prompt. नहीं. On the other console, try. Control C. Okay, give yes. On the other control, other command. ये कौन तो one दिख रहा है इधर? Give peers here. Admin dot peers. Empty. Just try doing it, once again. Some maybe which this is 30302. Okay. Go back to the previous console. यहाँ पे ये something else, right? True आया था क्या ऊपर when you added peers? नहीं ना?
Ma'am, here I got true.
Yeah, there it came true, but
after that, no, ma'am.
Sometimes it does happen, but after a certain time, it should kind of display. Anybody who has got through?
No, ma'am. Same.
Same. Okay. So
No,
what I
ma'am.
would request. All right, fine. What I would request you is do this entire process again once, try it for once, twice. You will get it. Okay, because this can kind of happen.
I'm from
Alright.
starting like a command.
Sorry?
Data, ma'am, from starting we have to repeat like data.
Yes. See, no, the data directory is already created. Don't do it. You just run the get. I'll show you the command list. Okay. See, you will just run the get commands for these two get commands on both the nodes. This one and these two commands you will run.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, your screen share is not.
Sharing.
Oh yeah. Sorry. What am I doing? I have to share the screen. See these two commands. Now I have two folders. One is ethdata1. I run the get on ethdata1 and ethdata. Right? These two I just have to run. So what if you want to redo it? What you will do is just run the get on both the nodes and start adding the peers. Okay. Or else what you do is you can even try mining. Ashtosh, just share your screen once again. Just give minus start stop, and then you give add admin.peers. If you're just trying out the same, if you're there on the same console, just give minus start stop on one of the console, and then give admin.peers and see. Sometimes it may work. Depends. Because I think that also happened with me. Give this type minor.stop sometime. Or let minor.start run for some time and then you do it. Let minor.start run, leave it for some time. Let some minings happen, just wait. Let this happen here, go to the other node and give peers and see. Leave this as such. No. Okay, so what you need to do is you just kind of try the entire process again. That is the only way. Okay, until you kind of get through it. Now, after you do this, what you have to do is, I'll just tell you how you have to check that both of these nodes are there on the same network or not. I'll just tell you for that what you need to do. Okay, so now this is where you are. So you get to see the peer. Each of these nodes will show their peers. Okay, and after you do that, what you will see is you have to check the block numbers here on both these nodes. Okay, I think this will hang. Just leave it for a long time. It just hangs. Okay, block number. Okay, here block number is 0 actually. Let's start minus. Not coming. I think this peer is stopped. So it is there. So basically what happens is now this peer of mine is not running here. So when you give eth.block number, okay, so both these nodes should show the same block number. Matlab the latest block, eth.block number will show the basic height of the block, which is the latest block that has been added to the chain. So both of them will show the same number. Both these nodes should show the same number. That is one way of verifying that both of you are connected on the same blockchain. Okay, so that is it. And another thing that you can get to do is an account from node 1, you do transfer ethers to an account in node 2. And if that transfer gets successful, you get the balance displayed on both sides properly. Then you are connected on the same network and you're able to kind of do transactions. Okay, so this is what basically I want you all to try doing. We all just give it a try once more, and I hope one of you all get through it. Just try doing this all the way from the beginning. If you want, I think you have the commands with you, so just kind of try this entire process and get it working. One solution, one thing that you can try doing is get Genesis file ko change karke dekho. Okay, just add only these details into the Genesis file. I'm just copy pasting that in the chat window. Modify your Genesis file before you start the entire process, or you create a new chain. Okay, create a new chain and create a very small Genesis file. Just put only this into your Genesis file. If you want, you can change the number. Change the chain ID if you want, but just make it only this and then try to do it.
Ma'am,
No.
I'm in the exercise 9. We have to add 2-3 commands of today, right?
Yeah. Yes. I'll explain. Yeah, you do that then. First, finish that because 9 ka time. You'll do it by today, right? I'll extend it till today 6. I think that you'll be able to complete today.
Can you keep it on Saturday only? Because from tomorrow we have internal exams.
Mm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then both of this will be on the same date, 9 and 10. Is it okay? Provided
ma'am.
you get the solution out. I mean, you should get this working. I'll edit this once more. Keep it for this. Okay. This I've updated. But I just want to try this out now and see if it gets to work. That I've extended now. Now you just see that this ad viewer is working. At least a few of you all, I want to see that it works. There could also be another issue like if you have any firewalls installed, see that the firewall is not interfering with the port that you have specified. Okay, it should not be blocking these ports 3030, 324, whatever we are using. If it is blocking these ports, then even then your peers will not get added. So you want, you can just disable your firewall for the time being and try it. That's just another solution that you could do.